couldn't even talk. Sorry, guys. This is Crazy Hope Dealers, and today we're going to be talking about things that we like to eat before we got healthier. So I'll tell you a couple of things that I liked, and now I'm a huge Disney fan, and see, as you can see, Mickey right there. And so anytime we would go to Disney, I would have to get the Mickey waffles. Those are one of my favorite things. And I would get, yes, Mickey waffles. Every morning I would get Mickey waffles and eggs and bacon. Sometimes throw some sausage in there. And that was every morning. I love that. So not at Disney. There were some things that I liked. I think did I tell you some of them, Amy?
Not really.
Okay. So peanut M&Ms were one of my favorites. And I would grab a bag of those. It had to be peanut, not the regular, because I don't like all the chocolate. And I would eat like a whole bag of those. Sometimes I get the family size and I just eat the whole family size. I just be sitting there, just popping them in my mouth as I'm watching TV.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, and I wondered why I had all those cavities for that time period. But anyway, so yeah, there's different things. Brownies are another thing. I love brownies, and any type of Mexican food. That's my favorite. I don't think I ate bad other than those. But like I don't like chips. I don't like sweets except for M&Ms and brownies. But that was pretty much it. What about you, Amy?
Oh my goodness. You put chocolate in front of me and I was like, I don't care what it was. It was gonna be the best thing ever. My mother is one of the best cooks I know. I mean, she oh my goodness. She makes this chocolate cake. It's a sheet cake. And it is ooey gooey. Give me I mean, that just spells love to me. I mean, it really did. And she would, she'll come and visit my house and she would make a chocolate cake and because she always knew that we loved it and I'd eat a piece and then I'd be thinking about 30 minutes later, I just want another bite. Please, just one more bite. And I pretty much would go in there when nobody was looking, take the full off and get me a knife. I'd cut off a little wedge, eat it, look around, and then just go ahead and get me another big piece
Oh my
and eat it.
goodness.
Oh yeah, I just loved it. So I was big into chocolate, and if I had like as far as candy bars, um, mm, mm, uh, wasn't
Which was
really
your
into.
favorite?
Well, I like them all. Kit Kats are. I always felt like I was doing good if I did a Kit Kat because I thought that was probably the healthier one, but that was not the truth. So Kit Kat, Fifth Avenue bar, which is yummy, Reese cups, Snickers, Mounds bars with almonds and without. I don't care. Give me
Wow.
just had a sweet tooth. So I could just eat anything. And if you were to give me lifesavers, I would put the whole thing, like every color, in my mouth. Have you ever done that? Because I'm just telling you the best ever. I put
No.
every color in my mouth and I would just go through it like there was no tomorrow. And I just thought, this is just the best. And that's just what I did.
Oh my goodness.
Is my face stuck again? Is
It
my face
was
stuck again?
actually, yes.
I hope I had a smile. But
You didn't have a smile, but it wasn't that face in the last video. No, but so I did forget one thing. Mountain Dews were my favorite thing. and I
I
would
got in
drink
trouble with mine.
probably
Yeah.
3 to 4 of those a day. Yeah.
I didn't do that, but when I stopped, I mean, I would, when I got out of college, college was bad because of the fact that I did not eat healthy in college and was just a skinny, but then I got out of college, gained a lot of weight because my breakfast consumed whatever I could get out of the vending machine with the
Oh
Mountain Dew.
no.
So I would have powdered donuts or chocolate donuts or those snowballs or whatever. And then it was like I would eat that stuff. And then about, I don't know, an hour and a half later, it was like I had to go back to the vending machine and get me something else.
Oh
So
my
I
goodness.
ate just crazy stuff. So absolutely just, yeah, I spent a lot of money. I didn't make a lot of money, but I spent a lot of money on that vending machine. So,
I would
what are
go
some
like when
savory
I
foods you like?
well, I would go like when I worked at Auburn. Before I would go into work, I'd stop at a gas station and I would always grab me a Mountain Dew, the 20 ounce, and then I would get me a huge shareable pack of the peanut M&Ms, and that was my breakfast.
So we used to go to Sam's and buy those big containers of peanut M&Ms because my husband, um, but we had to stop. I got to shut my door because my mother's talking to my dog right now. But anyway, my my husband would partake in those peanut M&Ms like you, and I would find myself in there, and I would get a handful and put the whole thing in my mouth because I liked all the chocolate.
Mm-mm.
And then I put the peanuts back in the thing so he could eat them.
Oh no, that's
I did
horrible.
not. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Oh
Kidding.
no.
Kidding. But I like chocolate. I like the plain ones. But so
Yeah, it's
yeah.
amazing like when I started doing the program that we both had done, I the first thing I noticed was like after that first week, I didn't crave the sugar anymore. And I guess I stopped about 3 weeks before the Mountain Dews. I had kind of off and on stopped Mountain Dews, like when I was pregnant with my daughter. I completely didn't do Mountain Dews. When I was pregnant with my son, I didn't do Mountain Dews. But otherwise, I would, drink Mountain Dews. And when I started this, I was like, well, I know I'm probably gonna have to be off of sugar. So I'll just go to like a Coke. I don't know why I thought that would be any better, but but I was like, I'll just go to a Coke because Mountain Dews have like tons of sugar in them, which is true. But then once I started program, I started noticing that I just didn't crave those things. Like when I'd go to a gas station, instead I would be like, oh, I need a water. And I was like, why am I drinking water? Like that's horrible. It has no flavor. And then it gradually got to where I craved water. And then I started craving things that like broccoli. I mean, who craves broccoli? But I started craving broccoli because my body was finally getting what it needed instead of all the sugar. And sugar kind of hijacks your brain, I've decided. It holds it hostage and it makes it kind of dull and it makes it to where you can't think straight. So without all that sugar, I started thinking clearly and I could remember things. Like I remembered a friend of mine's phone number back in the fourth grade. I was like, well, I hadn't thought about this in like ever. And so it's just amazing how, we think that we need all these sugary sweet things before because it makes us feel good. But then once you do start to feeling good, you don't need those things. Your body just really needs the stuff that's good for it.
Well, it's temporary. When you eat this, and you start remember one time. This is terrible, but somebody brought brownies into work, and brownies are like one of those things too that I like anything. I was like anything fudgy. It's like I just smell them, and it was like, oh, I've got to have it. So I ate like I kept going back to the kitchen because they were, little. They were little. Kept going back to the kitchen. I think I ate like 13 of them,
Oh my
and
goodness.
my heart felt like it was coming out of my chest. I am not kidding you. I learned my lesson on that. Um,
Yes.
so, but I realized, and then it was like I was starving a couple of hours later. So it gets you on this very high, and then all of a sudden, you're just down, and then you're like, gotta have something else to eat. And and usually it was picking up another cookie or some M&Ms or something like that. You um, I didn't realize how much salt I took in my diet. I mean, like literally, I took in a lot of salt. I like to season my food with herbs and stuff, you know, but I took in a lot of salt. I had no idea how much sodium I was putting in my body. So, like, just for example, we would go like I have an air fryer, so I would take chicken wings and throw them in the air fryer, and I would put a bunch of Tabasco sauce on them and salt and pepper. Tabasco sauce is really salty anyway, but all of that with some butter, and man, I would sit there and eat 20 wings, and it was just nothing. It was just nothing for me. So, but when I started the program, started eating right, I found out probably about, I don't know, it was probably about 4 months ago. I just went back to have some wings, just to try, and I didn't like them anymore. And it was amazing how my taste buds had changed. Like I didn't want sweets anymore. How I didn't, the things that I was craving was, things that were actually really good for me. So eating a lot of things, vegetables I like to grill. So I was eating a bunch of stuff that were grilled, and I was hungry. I ate. That's fine. It kept me. I was like, wow, this is amazing how my taste buds. Are you laughing because I'm stuck again? Am I stuck again?
Yes.
What's my face look like?
Well, it's kind of okay. Now it's better. You're back. You're back now.
Oh, was I like,
No, your nose is kind of blurry when you do that.
oh, oh, how that
Yes, it's
really
great.
quick. Yeah. But I just think there's a lot of things, when we go back to Adam and Eve in the garden, what did they have to eat? What did they have to eat?
They
had
had plants, yeah, and fruit.
Yeah, they had plants, they had fruit, of course. They had things that were provided by God, and it gave them all the nutrients, the protein, all the carbs they needed, all of that. And what did they drink?
Yeah, water and
Yeah,
wine,
water.
and yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if they had grapes, if they knew how to do that, yeah. So they ate healthy, and so here you go into the year of 2000, 2023 here, and look at all the products we have on the shelf that we go in the store and we think, oh, this is easy to do. This is easy to make. And so we just kind of buy those things that are processed, and we
Yes.
put them in our buggy, and we think, especially if you got a teenage boy, you're thinking, I just want to fill that boy up.
Yeah.
So you just buy anything, and then you know that you'd be um, it's not like you easy to lose weight. You end up gaining weight just because of stuff you're eating. So,
Yes.
oh, I know I'm stuck again. Am I stuck again?
Well, I can hear you, but you're not, your video is stuck. Yes.
Ah,
Okay, now you're back
I'm
again.
gonna go ahead and does it make your face like this?
No, you're back again now. So it's
Oh,
good.
good. I'm sorry, guys.
Poor Amy, she's had some bad weather in her area lately, and just the internet has
Yeah,
not been right.
yeah. I was sitting right here, and the lightning struck right outside my house and knocked out everybody's internet.
Oh my
So
goodness.
so I'm in a hot spot right now. So I literally was in a hot spot the other day with the
Yes,
lighting,
yeah,
but
it sounds like it.
I was like,
Yeah.
I was like, praise Jesus, I wasn't electrocuted.
Yeah, no
But
kidding. Especially if you saw it out your window. That's pretty scary.
oh yeah, I did. I felt it
Hmm.
too. But yeah, I was like,
Yes. But no, I think it's really interesting how what we eat really does it kind of tells how we're going to feel towards that day. So like when we were eating the bad things, how did you feel? Did you feel good when you ate those bad things? Yeah, I didn't either.
terrible,
Yeah, I felt
terrible.
like every day at 3 p.m., I felt like I could go into a coma. It was horrible.
After all those Mountain Dews.
Yes, yes. And I remember one night I was at Auburn and all my friends were like going to different places and they were drinking. And I decided I would go on a Mountain Dew high that night. And so when they would drink, I would have a cup of Mountain Dew. And I really thought my heart was going to explode that night when I got home. So I never wanted to do that again. I was really sick. I felt horrible, and then just with eating better, I mean, it gives me energy and it makes me think more clearly, and I just wake up more energized. So yeah, it's amazing how when you get what your body needs inside, then your body's going to start working better for you, and you're going to be more productive and just have a better outlook on life.
And a lot of people are like, like my son drinks these Red Bulls or whatever, all these whatever get feeling better kind of drinks, whatever
Mhm.
they are. And they are so bad for your heart. And they haven't even begun to determine the effects of long time drinking of that yet. I
Right.
mean, it's not good. And so, if you want to feel better and have more energy, eat right, exercise, do the
Yeah.
things that you need to do to do it. If you're not eating good, you're going to be coming home from work and you're going to want, instead of trying to fix a meal or wanting to eat or whatever, you're going to want to sit down. You're only going to
Yep.
sit down. You're not going to have the energy that you need. And so, um,
Right.
so that we
That's true.
so
Yeah.
the nutritionist told me when you go into a store, he said, do not. He says, stay on the outskirts of the walls. Don't go in the middle. That's what he said. He said,
Yeah.
don't buy anything in the middle. Says it's because it's processed. He says, stay on the outside. Get your fruits and vegetables, your meats, you know. And so that's what I did for a long time, and I was the healthiest I've ever been until I started this program. And so, well, this program, I lost 40 pounds, and Brandy has lost 80 pounds,
Actually,
and
I've
my
lost
husband's
more.
lost 50 pounds. Yeah,
I've lost a total of 90 pounds now.
let it go, girl.
Yeah. So it's the one program to where I you don't only get to your goal weight, but it helps you go into we call it maintenance, or kind of transitioning into maintenance, which really that just is teaching you how to eat good things for the rest of your life to where you can maintain your health. And that's really the only program I've been on that has kind of, don't put you on a diet and leave you. It walks you through every step. And so that's really how I've been able to maintain it for almost 4 years now. And Amy's been doing it for over a year now. So it's really wonderful. We can't say enough good things about it. And just, if you want to know more about the program that we've done, we have an email down below. You can email us. And also just, subscribe to our YouTube channel. But yeah, for any information about that, just let us know and we can send you information about it and get you started if you want to get started. So y'all have a great afternoon. And Amy, did you have anything else to say?
I was just gonna say, the if you want to feel good, you contact us. If you want to do it on your own or go to your doctor or whatever, let him, whatever you do, make the choice. Get the mindset that you need to do something to help yourself.
Yes. Yeah, because it's, I feel like it's much better to have at least a coach helping you along because we all get in our head every day and we're like, oh, well, nobody knows that I just ate like really bad today. Well, if you have a health coach, we're not going to call you out on it, but we're going to give you some steps to help you not do that again and help you go forward with it. And that's just, I feel like it's the best way, just having somebody, a community of people to go alongside of you. So, but y'all take care and subscribe to our channel and email us if you want to get started on our program. And we will see you next time.